naming head coaches on Fraud Watch. There's been some head coaches that last year that were great, but this year, some questionable stuff. So, Rev, who's your first coach on Fraud Watch?
Tyronn Lue undoubtedly is on Fraud Watch. And he's on Fraud Watch because of the lineups he's been portraying this year. And I'll play a little bit of devil advocate. He has a new team, so he's trying to figure out his lineups for the playoffs. But at times where he can make it just a simple sub, he hasn't done it. His lineups have definitely been questionable. And this whole team is on Fraud Watch. So if the whole team is on Fraud Watch, your coach is definitely on Fraud Watch.
The coach on Fraud Watch for me is unfortunately Willie Green. So you mentioned it. Willie Green has been a name that's been under speculation. How could you be this great unit defensively last season? You go into this year. What's going on? Zion was there. You guys were cooking. Zion's not there. You immediately lose this traction. And I just think that with the personnel that you had, not much change from last year to this year. To be significantly worse, it's shocking to me, no doubt about it. I think Willie Green's one of those that is definitely on Fraud Watch.
Are we already calling Doc Rivers a fraud? Because that was the first name I had.
Oh, so
Doc Rivers, I mean, listen, I feel like already kind of been solidified. When we talk about fraudulent coaches, I feel like if you look up the definition, it is Doc Rivers for, not the most successful playoff runs, blowing some leads, right? He doesn't have the best history. And this Sixers team, listen, we talk about Joel Embiid not getting past that second round. Doc Rivers been part of this team for a couple years now. You don't like that one?
I like it a lot. I just wish it wasn't true.
Why are you so sad over it?
No, I just don't like to see it.
There's a different name I have. Oh, you see it as well?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, no, I had a different name up here.
Darvin Ham?
Yes. Yeah, I do have. So I'll just go with my second one then. Darvin Ham. I feel like in the offseason, I remember the exact moment, actually. I was leaving the gym. I got the news Darvin Ham signs to the Lakers, and we're in the chat. I'm like, tell me about Darvin Ham. He's a good coach. Everyone was over the moon, not just this group chat. Everyone loved the Darvin Ham sign. Players, coach, going to preach.
Know much about him.
Defense, Russell Westbrook, he's going to figure it out. It hasn't happened, and maybe that's not exactly his fault, because with this new team, to his credit, right, with this
number one defensive rating,
with these trade deadline moves, Darvin Ham and the Lakers have looked a lot better, but it's not great because this window to win for the Lakers is getting smaller and smaller.
Let me ask, maybe I should know this since obviously I'm the Laker fan of the group. It was brought down that AD was not going to play against the Rockets. He just does not play back-to-back. Was that upper management making that decision?
It was the training staff.
They might have said that. I'm not sure.
Why? Oh, the knocking? Don't be come on, don't be soft.
You only have the good news. You only have one more back-to-back all year.
I'm just praying that he play through it.
I do have one question about one coach, but I'm going to wait till you go to see if you say him.
See, I have two coaches on Fraud Watch. The first one is Tom Thibodeau. For the reason being that the Knicks have been amazing this year. They've exceeded expectations, but last time Thibodeau was in the playoffs, he failed to adjust. And this season, it's been a reoccurring theme where he is late to adjust to things going on within the game. But I'm going to give a better name than Tom Thibodeau because I think people already are kind of hot and cold on him. I'm going with Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is 100% on Fraud Watch. Given the lineups I see, Christian Wood one day playing 30 minutes. The next game, he's playing 15 minutes. Josh Green starting, and then he goes to the bench in favor of Justin Holiday, who they just picked up off of waivers. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Jason Kidd has not been consistent with his lineups all year long. In the fourth quarter, in clutch time, the Mavericks are one of the most horrible offenses to watch because there's no game plan. There was one time I saw Jason Kidd drawing a play, an ATO, and then the play was an ISO at the top of the key. There was no movement. So Jason Kidd, for me, first year as a coach, goes to the conference finals. Second year, their defense drops off. They drop off on a cliff. And it seems like offensively, late in games, they're just not able to figure anything out.
Okay, I'm going to throw a name. Say hot, cold. Monty Williams.
Cold.
Yeah.
He's a great coach.
Yeah.
Because I think
we thought that they were going to be a play-in team.
Well, now he has Kevin Durant.
If Monty Williams got fired, how many teams would be calling his phone? A lot of teams.
29?
Yeah, that's why I don't.
So he's still good? Still solid?
Is Chauncey Billups on your radar for being a fraud?
No. Not yet, at least.
Talent's just not there?
Bro, this defense is horrendous. If Damian Lillard wasn't on this team, they'd be in contention for Victor.
What about Nick Nurse?
Can I tell you why no? And
I thought about that name too.
I understand the thought process. They're definitely not living up to my expectations.
I'm looking at playoff coaches. I'm only looking at playoff coaches.
They're in the
talking about.
They're in the play-in.
We're talking about
They're in the plan.
Yeah.
They're next seed.
And not the
Got
playoffs.
No, 'cause, again, they've been really good since the trade deadline. Jakob Poeltl, I made a tweet about this. The offense
game back of the play-in or the game above.
yeah, they're almost a 500 team. They've really turned things around.
It's
And
stupid.
It really does stem from them acquiring Jakob Poeltl and finally having the center that they've looked out for. And you can blame Nick Nurse if you want to, but I'm not going to do so because their depth is non-existent. Their bench is not good. Their two starting lineup reliable. But where credit is due is that this starting five is one of the better starting fives in the NBA still. So much so that they're still in contention for the play-in. So I'm not blaming Nick Nurse.
Mike
He's done as much as
Malone.
he's
Mike
wanted.
Malone was
He
on my
his
list.
Is
Mike Malone was
Is
on my
this the
list.
year where it's like, all right,
If Mike Malone doesn't get it done this year, there's going to be
let's
conversation
get it done
get
though.
fired.
If
If
the
he gets to
Nuggets
the
get it
finals,
down,
he'll
Finals
for
okay.
appearance.
Okay.
Finals appearance.
This
Anything
team's
short.
the number one seed. They've
Yeah.
been the number one
All
seed
year.
all season long.
MPJ's
Anything
healthy,
short of the
Jamal's
conference
healthy,
finals.
Yeah, that's what I was
Jokic
actually
is
like.
healthy and MVP.
How far does he need to go to be okay? Conference finals?
As long as they're healthy, I think finals.
Do you guys
Nah,
still think?
conference
Do you
finals.
guys still think highly of Quinn Snyder?
I mean,
do.
he just like
I do.
Yeah, he just got. The
I
job.
really do.
The Hawks have had a top offense since he's arrived.
No doubt. I'm wondering about his time in Utah because that was
Had the
extremely-
personnel. Sometimes he
Hey,
made mistakes though.
No doubt.
I think I had Tibbs, Mike Malone, Darvin Ham, and Doc.
I had Lou. I had Billups on here. I have Kidd and Willie Green.
I can't put Billups up yet.
I'm sorry, bro. They've been bad 2 years in a row.
You cannot put last year on him.
No doubt.
Yeah, you can't.
But
You wanna
this
say
year,
this year,
they-
if you want to say
yes,
this year, fine, but you
that's
can't
why
put last year.
I'm mostly talking this season.
Can you put Mike Malone on then? Due to the injuries the last 2 seasons.
He's on fraud
Was he
watch.
was he
because
the reason they made the playoffs? Or Joker was just absolutely amazing.
It was Jokic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mike's like more in the middle. Like, it could be not. You know.
If they have a disappointing playoff, though, he could get fired. Yeah, and maybe.
How about the
finals
Blazers
still
losing in
harsh.
round one? They shouldn't have.
Because if they face the
wasn't
Suns and
Chauncey's
lose,
fault.
I'm
If
okay.
KD
Chauncey wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, I'm bugging. I'm sorry.
Chauncey wasn't there when they lost in the first
I'm
round.
bugging. You're
Yeah.
100% right.